Hello and welcome back to the latest edition of the Laura and Becky Show, sponsored by Rolling Tap Mobile Bars and Box Bar.
Thank you so much if you've come back for more. We love you. If you're new here, then you are more than welcome.
You are indeed. Thank you so much for listening. Give us a little like, a subscribe, a follow and a review if you wouldn't mind whilst you're listening.
Going to be honest, starting this podcast has been a right ball ache.
Hasn't it just? We've had tech issues, haven't we?
Yeah.
But we got there, we think.
Yeah. I mean, you say we, me more than you.
Yeah, I was sat here looking at my phone. I could just see Laura plugging, unplugging, twiddling with buttons, losing her shit.
God, so annoying. Anyway, happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
Mate, it's the 11th of August. We're nearly midway through August. Like this year, it's going to be autumn before you know it.
I know, I'm a little bit worried about this because obviously in all the shops and things, all the summer stuff is now in the sales. It's all about like autumn, winter stuff. And you were saying this yesterday because we met up yesterday. I obviously got back from being away in Hereford. We met for a little cheeky Rosie, which was lovely. And you were saying you just feel like August kind of is running away with us.
Yeah, I think it is. I go on holiday at the end of August. When I come back from that holiday, we go the same time every year. It's always very autumnal when we get back. I kind of miss the end of summer here. Do you know what I mean? I get back, I'm like, oh bloody hell, it's August. But I'm not moaning. I can't wait to go.
Yeah, you'll have a great holiday. Where are you going, Marbella?
Going to Marbs, yeah.
Nice.
Can't wait. Listen, so I got in the office this morning, went on Metro, as we all do, don't we? Oh, mate, I mean, I shouldn't laugh, but Brian McFadden's been stung in the face by a bee and he's had an allergic reaction.
I saw these pictures as well.
My God. If that was me, I would be beside myself.
He looks like he's had his lips done. That's what he looks like.
I don't know, mate. I mean, look at that.
He doesn't even look like Brian McFadden. If you haven't seen these pictures of him, get online and Google it because it's it's
bad.
a sight.
I'm a bit worried though because I've got lots of lavender in my garden and there's a shit ton of bees. There was a bumblebee yesterday. Honestly, it's the size of a ping pong ball. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Bees like the old lavender, don't they?
I mean, I don't think I've ever been stung by a bee. I've been stung by a wasp, but not a bee. How do you know if you're allergic? That's awful.
That is awful. I've been stung by a bee before. So I was at my great auntie's grave, right, changing the flowers. This is probably like a year ago or so.
Right.
Anyway, getting the dead flowers off, and I picked up one of the flowers and there was a bee inside the flower and I didn't realise. And I just felt this all like really sharp sort of pain in my finger. It bloody hurt. And then obviously I saw this like bee. Did they die afterwards?
Do you think that bee was your great aunt?
Stop.
What?
But why
I
would
can't
she
believe
sting
you.
me?
Well, I don't know. Maybe you pissed her off. Maybe she's like, you ain't been here to change these flowers for a while.
Oh, it's been a while. Where have you been?
You got stung by a bee on a grave.
I've never even thought of that before.
What? That's the first thing I would. Yeah.
Do you think she was annoyed at me?
Yeah.
Maybe she didn't like the new flowers that I'd brought to her grave.
Yeah, I do.
God.
It's a sign.
Maybe it is a bloody sign.
I can't believe you didn't think of that.
No, literally until you just said it, never thought of it.
I've got a funny sting story. Yeah, being stung story. My ex had a friend called Nobby. A great guy, actually, who was in a pub garden and there was a wasp flying around and he got really annoyed with it, so he punched it. He just went poof like that, punched it. The bee got stuck in between his knuckles and stung him.
No.
And I was like, oh, yeah.
Well, that's what's going to happen if you go around punching bees. I've got a wasp story. It's not with Nobby. It's not with Nobby.
No.
It's with my grandma. Now, my grandma...
What is it with you and great aunts and grandmas and bees and stings? Right, go on.
She's quite like a tough old lady, my grandma. She's 96, so she's a good old age, right? But she's one of those, she cracks on, doesn't let anything get her down. Proper, like, not a battle axe, that's the wrong one, because she's really nice, but like she's just made of strong stuff,
Yeah.
Anyway, took her out for a nice afternoon tea once. It was really sunny. Sat outside, she was having like a scone, I remember, with jam and cream on. And there was a wasp buzzing around the table. We're all sat there. This wasp was really annoying us all. And she, without a word, didn't even flinch or anything, just picked up her knife silently and went down on the table.
Cut it in half?
No, just like she had
like
it
Mr. Miyagi?
It wasn't... She had the knife like the other way, so the flat side like went on, like flattened the wasp. And we all went, Grandma? And she went, is it dead?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. And we all were like, bloody hell, don't mess with Grandma.
Listen, I'm going to carry on talking about flies, right? I've got a theory about hoverflies. right?
What are hoverflies?
What?
Hoverflies, what are they?
Hoverflies?
Yeah.
They look like wasps, but they're not, and they hover.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
They're like, and right, I think they're little miniature drones. I actually don't think they're actual flies because of the way they kind of like, they'll go in front of you. I think they then scan you up and down.
Yeah.
And make a note of who you are, what you look like, what you're doing, and then they're off. And you only ever see like one hoverfly a year. You don't. There's never loads of
You
hoverflies.
don't see loads of them.
The only time you notice them is when they're flying in front of your fucking face and scanning you.
Yeah.
It's the government.
Do you think?
Mate, I swear they are not actual flight. They are miniature drones checking on us all.
Okay, I'm going to watch out for those
Yeah.
hoverflies.
If you see a hover, wouldn't it be weird if like tomorrow a hoverfly scans you?
Wouldn't it?
Yeah. Try and catch it and cut it in half, and I bet there's a little alien like driving it.
A little camera inside there. So, Box Bar are our lovely sponsor of the podcast, and I've just been having a cheeky little look at their Instagram. Now, you know the juice bar they've got in there, which is so nice, so cool. They also do Super Bowls.
And what is a Super Bowl? Oh, has it got like kind of coconut, granola, fruit?
They look at this picture there.
Oh, let's have a look. Oh, yes.
They look amazing. You know, they're sort of on Instagram when you see people in Bali and stuff having one of the, are they acai bowls or something?
Yeah, is it acai? Akaya?
I
Akaya?
don't know how to say it. And they look really cool. I know that much. So it's kind of like pink slush. What are they? Bananas, nuts.
What are they?
Yeah.
Bananas? What are them? Their fruits? Oh, yeah, bananas.
I know, oh, yes, a banana. Nuts, you've got coconut on there. It looks banging. And they do these at Box Bar. So you should definitely go to a class and then have one afterwards. A great way to start the day.
Yeah, if you want to have a look, read all about them at their website, boxbar.co.uk. Right, we need to talk about the moon.
Oh, so you know what it is. This is actually tomorrow, isn't it? So it's a full moon tomorrow.
Mate, it's a super moon.
Or hang on, is it tonight that it comes out the early hours of... Because it's the 12th, isn't it? So is it tonight? Is it in the early hours?
Yes, it is tonight at 1:36 a.m.
Yes. So I'm all about the full moon. I'm quite into all this because when you get a full moon, it basically means that you need to let go of stuff that's dragging you down and you need to move forward and let in the new things.
Yeah, okay. Well, basically, 1:36 this evening. Listen, I'm going to explain it. So super moon appears brighter because the sun... Oh, no, hang on. I'm reading this. Supermoons appear so bright because they cast about 30% more light on the planet than when the moon is at its dimmest. Okay. Now, as for its size, when the supermoon rises and sets on the horizon, it looks bigger, but this is down to what is called the moon illusion.
It does look big. I love driving and seeing a big full moon. I love it.
Don't you think, though, I said this the other day to my husband, we're on a bit of a late night walk, and I was like, isn't it weird we all just walk around accepting the fact that we're all living on a planet that spins around, and in the sky there's a fucking moon.
Yeah, and
there's
sun.
another moon.
Yeah.
Like, we're like, oh, look. But
There's the
can
moon.
you imagine how we'd all freak out if another planet suddenly appeared that was
know.
like, I don't know, pink?
Yeah, but sometimes you can see the other planets.
Yeah, you
Certain
can.
times you can see
Yeah,
them.
but they just look like stars. Imagine if Jupiter suddenly fucking made an appearance.
Yeah.
We'd all shit ourselves.
We would. It'd be so weird.
Isn't it weird?
Yeah. And it's all normal, isn't it? Like we don't believe in like dragons and unicorns.
No.
And things. But, oh, there's a moon
There's
just up there that comes out every
Yeah,
night.
blows my mind. So it's tonight then at 1:36, but you can't stay up because you've then got to get up at like 4:30. So we can't stay up for the moon and the sun.
No, that's too much. So we are getting up for a sunrise tomorrow. Laura and I are going to go walking and watch the sunrise because we love doing that, don't we?
I'm kid-free, mate. I've asked both of them. They're both like, nah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be kid-free.
That's
So
good.
just the two of
Well,
us.
so we'll go together this time because I can't ensue the panic if
Yeah.
it's misty and foggy because I nearly lost my shit last time.
But you know what? You don't need to stay up to see the full moon because a lot of people do a full moon ceremony.
Are you going to do that tonight in your garden?
I think
Oh,
I might.
No, you're not.
I think I might. So a friend of mine who's very into this, I was talking about my old school friends that I met up with. Claire, who lives in Australia, she's a yoga
G'day.
teacher over there. G'day, Claire.
G'day, Claire.
Mum.
What? A mama?
You're great,
You just called her mama. Mama.
I wanted to say something.
Hello,
I was
Claire, mama.
You're great, girl, huh?
Yeah. Isn't it Flymingalar?
Sorry, Flyman
That's what Alf said.
It,
Yeah, Flymingalar.
So she sent me guidance on how to do your own full moon ceremony. So if you're in a bit of like a situation at the moment, right, where maybe you're not happy in your love life, Maybe you're not happy in your job. Maybe you're not feeling fulfilled. Maybe
Yeah.
you've got a big decision to make and you're unsure of what to do, right?
Or maybe you just feel a bit meh, because that's what we feel sometimes at the moment.
We do. We just feel a bit meh. We don't know why.
Yeah.
So the full moon is a great time to kind of like sort all of that out, right? So here's what you need to do. I'm going to
Go on
condense this, but Claire sent me this.
Okay.
So lighting a candle is always good. Getting a bit of sage.
Yeah.
Lighting a bit of sage and wafting that around your house and like releasing stuff.
Okay.
Also getting your crystals out if you're into crystals, doing that. And just feeling a bit present. So you should write things down that you want to get rid of and let go of, and then you burn it.
Right.
Yep, start a fire in your garden.
I'm a little bit concerned of the amount of things you want. You're talking about fire and burning. And
Yeah.
just be careful.
Yeah, please be careful.
Safety and all that.
With fire.
I would be really into crystals, but they are so expensive.
They are
What
bloody
the
expensive.
hell?
I know.
What the hell? I would be into them, but I'm like, I'm sorry, no.
You could come and sage with me tonight if you want. Well, I'll light the barbecue in the back garden. We'll get a bit of
We'll
sage.
have a burger.
We'll have a burger whilst we're saging and a rosé. No, I think you meant to drink green tea, not rosé.
Oh.
Write things down.
Okay.
Rip them up, release them into the fire,
Okay.
and let it go and move
Release
forward.
them into the barbecue.
And move forward with your best
Okay.
self.
Right. Well, we'll see, shall we?
Yeah. And also, it's a good time to write gratitude. You know, I'm into this anyway. So write a bit of gratitude tonight, what you're grateful for.
Okay.
I tell you just quickly. I tell you what Claire did say to me yesterday. So I drove Claire back from Hereford here because she's going to a wedding up north. We had a really nice chat on the way back, and she knows all about this stuff. Like she's knowledgeable on
Okay.
it. And she told me that when I have a shower, I should thank the shower
Okay.
for the water. And do you know what? I'm quite up for this. Mm-hmm. You know, so I'm going to say thank you, shower, for the water.
Right.
And then you let it wash all over you. Wash all that stuff away.
Okay.
Wash all the bad stuff you want to get rid of.
Things I say thank you to that probably I don't need to say thank you to. One is the room when I leave a hotel. Do you do that?
I do.
On holiday?
I do.
Thank you room, bye-bye room.
Yeah.
Then you get bye-bye swimming pool, thank you.
Bye-bye. Or
Yeah.
bye-bye restaurant that we ate in every night.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Bye-bye little...
Little man.
Yeah. Bye little waiter who served us.
Also, I've been known to thank cash machines. Not used a cash machine for ages, but sometimes I would take them out, thank you. And I'm like, I just thanked a cash machine for some reason. Yeah. Also, weirdly, yesterday, I thanked someone on a roundabout. And I was like, I don't need to thank people. It's a roundabout. They're not letting me go.
I think I've actually heard you thanking people before.
Yeah.
My mum thanks, you know, when the 10 o'clock news comes on or whatever, and when they go, that's it from us tonight, thank you, bye-bye. She goes, thank you. She thanks the newsreader on telly. I'm like, Mum, they can't hear you. Oh, thank you, Trevor McDonald, thank you. And the weather people, she thanks the weather people. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know their names, but thank you.
I once was in Tesco doing a shop and I went to say thank you and see you later. But I
Yeah.
said it, I just went sank and then just walked off. And you could tell she was like, did that woman just go sank? I literally just went sank. It's like, whoa, what's sunk? What's going on?
We might need to catch on. Sank. Just say it to each other.
It's time to talk about our lovely sponsors, Rolling Tap Mobile Bars. Now, I've been having a little look on their Instagram. Just search Rolling Tap Mobile Bars. You'll find them. Give them a follow. They were only at Chatsworth the other day.
Yes, I was just looking at this as well. It popped up. I think they were there the last few days. They were doing some event there, set their bar up. I'll tell you what they did as well to make it all nice and countrified. They had the bar there, but had hay bales there.
Oh, you cannot beat a hay bale.
I like a bit of that. It looks very nice, very Instagrammable, and obviously the weather was perfect for it as well. But yeah, if you do want to have a little stalk of them, if you are having an event, check them out. Rolling Tap Mobile Bars on Insta.
Right, what's going on in the world? Get this. I'm going to tell you a little factoid. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Jennifer Aniston is now the same age as Victor Meldrew was in the first episode of Not Only Fools and Horses.
One foot in the grave. Oh my God.
Yeah, mate, that's mental.
That is actually nuts because, and listen, no disrespect to Victor Meldrew, but he obviously looks like an old man in One Foot in the Grave.
Yeah.
I mean, he was obviously meant to look like a grumpy old man. Jennifer Aniston. How old is she?
Hang on, I'm going to find out. He's still alive, isn't he?
Yeah, do you know what
What's
this
his
is?
real name?
This is really weird. When I was at my grandma's place at the weekend,
Oh,
when I was
here we go.
back home,
Your bee-killing grandma. Yeah, go on. What did she do?
it actually came on the telly, one foot in the grave, and I was like, "Is this even still on?" And we all said, "Is he still alive?" So I googled it, and yes, he is.
So
alive.
Richard Wilson, his name is. It doesn't say how old.
it.
Hang on, Jennifer Aniston. How old do you think Jennifer Aniston is? I'm going to go 50.
52.
Okay, Jennifer.
She looks good though, doesn't she?
She is 53.
Let's see her.
Just look at
She
her.
looks amazing.
She does, but she's Jennifer Aniston. She's just great. Isn't it? I'd love to meet her.
I think she lives quite a healthy lifestyle as well, doesn't she? From what I've sort of heard
and
read.
she's not married. She's not got kids.
Not got any
Do
stress
what
from
the
the
fuck she
other
wants.
half.
Yeah,
Is she?
Living the life.
Do you think that's the secret to looking all right when you're older, not having another half?
Yeah. Tick.
What else? No kids.
Yeah, living a healthy lifestyle. Well, having a lot of money. She's definitely had a bit of work, bless her. But
it's not too much. It's not overkill, is it? Also, she lives in the sun. She lives in like California or
yeah,
whatever, doesn't she?
God, good on her.
Yeah.
Bloody good on
Fair
her.
play.
Right, I've got a mate, fucking teenagers.
Oh God, she's still giving you grief.
No, do you know what? This is, I mean, like, it is a mate 'cause it's stressing me out. You know this. So my Rosie can get very anxious about things. And she's had her first vaccine. But when I took her, I was there for about an hour and a half. We had to take her into a special room. She freaked out, cried a lot. But eventually something switched in her mind. It's quite interesting to watch, actually. She was terrified. And then she just looked at me and she went, "I'm ready." And I went, "What?" She went, "I'm ready." So I called the nurse. The nurse literally ran in slow motion towards her and just dived at her arm with his syringe, like straight in.
Yeah, this is the moment. It's now or never.
Yeah, so she had it, but she got a clap when she left. Because everyone was like, "Thank God for that," because I went on for like an hour and a half.
I'd
Do you
like
remember I was
I'd
traumatized?
like a clap when I have a vaccine.
I was traumatized, wasn't I? Do you remember?
Yeah.
Anyway, she needs her second vaccine, and so she was nervous. But I drove her there, and they were very good. They took her straight into this room, mate. Didn't have it done.
No, what made her not have it done
She
this
just wouldn't
time?
do
then?
it. She just gets so worked up, and I think she just pictures the needle. Sorry if you don't like needles. She just pictures the needle going in, and she can't.
It's the thought of it that's worse, isn't it, than the actual doing it? Because I don't like the thought of something piercing my skin and going in. And if I think about it, I get a bit weird.
Yeah, but you just don't do. You just go and you sit there. You don't look.
Yeah.
Bosh, they do it. You leave. Yeah. Right. But she just couldn't do it. But the nurses they're very good. But after a while, I was a bit like, God, just pin her down and shove it in her arm.
Well, we were talking about this, weren't we? When we were younger, when we were kids.
Right, yes.
We used to get it shoved in
In
us.
our arse cheeks.
Yes, but if we were a bit nervous or we didn't have it in our arm or wouldn't keep still, they'd just bend you over and give you an injection in your bottom.
Did they used to smack your bottom first?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That probably wouldn't be allowed today.
But
Bend over.
But I tell you what, though, when I was a rep, we used to just, I mean, it wasn't a healthy lifestyle. So we used to go to the doctors and get these vitamin injections.
Yeah.
So I went to the doctors once and I was like, "Oh, I feel really poorly." Blah, you don't, you just lie because you want this vitamin injection. They're like, "Fine." They used to bend me over and stuff. Mate, I was like 20, yeah. I didn't question it. I was like, "Yeah, I'll bend over."
Did you quite enjoy it? Were you like,
Bosh,
go on, in it goes.
Honestly, though, why would they do that to an adult? But I just didn't question it. But now I look back, I think, oi.
It's so different.
But
though,
you're
these
the
days.
only person I know that when you were a kid had injections in your butt cheek.
No, there's got to be somebody listening now. Did you have an injection in your bottom?
But why don't they do that to Rue? I'd be like, just hold her down. But they won't. They're like, we can't force you, Rosie. And I'm like,
it's all too PC these days. It's like they need the kids' permission, don't they?
Yeah.
And like, they can't just do it.
Anyway, they were closing, so we had to go. And it was again traumatic, but she didn't have it done. So she obviously is terrified, but she's got no reason to be. So this is why I want. Yeah, I want her to get over this. Nobody likes it, but you know, if she gets pregnant, she's gonna have to have blood tests and stuff like that. So she's going back again on Saturday. Mum's taking her.
You're not going with her?
Hell no.
Well, this will be interesting, won't it, to see if your mum can get her to have it done. What do you reckon? Do you reckon she'll have it done or not?
I think my mum won't want to come back and go, I couldn't get her to get it done. My mum will want to be like, I did it. She did it. Yeah, fine. So I think they'll be there for a while. I think it will take a while, but I don't know. I'm 60% she'll have it done, 40% nah.
Oh, come on, Linda.
Yeah.
Get her to have it done.
We'll wait and see. Shall we crack on with the day?
Yes, actually, we're very excited, aren't we, today? Because Laura and I are going for a joint appointment today. We're actually going to get our eyelashes done, which we've never had done before.
Is it permed?
So it's like laminated, I think. It's not false eyelashes put on. It's your own eyelashes, but you just have them, permed. So they're like longer. So
I'm looking forward to this. Also, I'm looking forward to a lie down. I love someone fiddling with me. I do. I'm not even kidding.
Mate, I think that might have to be the name of this podcast. Quote from Laura, I love someone fiddling with me.
Even when I just lie down, even if they're threading my eyebrows or anything, I love it.
Or at the hairdressers and they're giving you, and they're washing your hair. They're like, do you want a little massage? You're like, of course I do.
Yeah,
and you want it to go on longer, don't you?
Yeah, so we'll go and get fiddled with later on, and we'll be back tomorrow.